Hey everybody, how's it been going? I know it's been a little while since I kind of did an update with anything. All the COVID stuff going on, it has taken forever to get parts, especially for the 68 Camaro, which is under the tarp here, but it's still coming along. I have been working on Dad's Nova here, as you can tell. It's been a little while since I've seen this car, several years. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing, what's going to be done to the car, all the new goodies, and we'll kind of go over that. So as of right now, you'll see we got a 15.7 rally on the front. It is a 15.8 rally on the back. It's a 235/70 15 in the back. I need to get a 5-inch back space so I can run a 275 drag radial. Still plenty of space in there right now. And then we have the 225/70 right now, and that's a little bit bigger tire, but that's kind of the similar profile what my dad had on it. It was just thinner. We're going to go to something smaller, like a 215/65. I like the look of that. It looked good on the tire because it rubs right now too, so it's a little too much. But I did want to take a minute just to kind of document the car, the shape. I did a little bit of buffing on it. Now, keep in mind, all the white that you see on this side, every bit of that is the original lacquer paint from 1968. Only exception is you'll see down there on the very, very bottom, there's a blue where my dad scorched the bottom, is what he called it, the paint on the car. Just so y'all can kind of see, I left his inspection sticker in there. 1970, 71. And I'll go over the engine in a minute. Just kind of showing you the top of the car. Really good shape. I'll show you in a second too. The passenger side's going to need some loving. I'm going to try as best I can to paint match it. If anybody has any recommendations how to do so. There's a small little ding here, but you'll see it. Other than that, I mean, she is pretty. For it to be original gaps, original air, all that stuff is the way it came. Dad also scorched the deck lid. I did put a brand new bumper on the back. The tail panel and the deck lid are going to need to be fixed on it. That's some of the white stuff that needs to be addressed. You'll see a little worse on the other side. I did also get an antique 68 plate, number 83 from North Carolina. The interior is going to need a little bit of love too. As you see the package tray, I need to recoat it. And interior needs to be done, but you can see the seats, they're still pretty okay. They're not super rough, but that's going to need to be done. But I did find the fabric for it. Was it S&S Fabrics? They do have the original, or this fabric here. Apparently they claim it's not original, but that's exactly how it's going back. It is a vinyl mat in the floor. We got his old tack. Really quickly. You'll be able to see it, but it's showing 39,896. We got the old green lines, got the old sun tack, got the Hurst, got the line lock, got the shift boot. Once again, pretty cool, not a crack in it. Headliner's perfect, there's no damage. Really clean car on the inside. Door panels, all that stuff, just the way he had it. And I'll kind of go here, we'll document the other side of the car, and then once again we'll go over the fun engine-y stuff, because that's what everybody comes here for. You want to see the big blocks, you want to know about them. So this is the passenger side. So the front, some of the damage is where the guys caught my dad's building on fire. It did burn the front of the car. You see some of the paint's letting go from the lacquer. It looks like red oxide primer possibly under it, but you'll see it. I mean, it's still white. So from what I can tell, when the car was done, it was hit in 70. I have all the paperwork sitting inside the car, and it was repainted. The front fender was repainted, the passenger door was repainted, and the tail pan were the three places that were repainted on the car. And just to show you, if we can get in here a little closer to see if you can't pick it up. See where it's cracking? Everywhere where the GM paint on it, it's perfect. It's only here. You'll see a little bit of it up here. You see where somebody filled in the hole. This car is a no radio car from the factory. So we're gonna try, hopefully, I got a cowl induction hood. There's no way the motor is gonna fit in a regular flat hood, as you can tell. Even if I ran a really low air cleaner, it's literally have to be like a super recessed, it wouldn't work. So I got a cowl induction hood I'm gonna run on it. I'm gonna paint match it with acrylic enamel, or at least try to the paint. That is the piece we can take off. Okay, well, I'll do that. So we're gonna paint match the hood to the rest of the car, and the deck lid. I got a brand new deck lid, once again with the rust that's on the bottom side. It's just mice got in it. I'm gonna do them, unfortunately, solid white. Put his emblem back on it. So we're gonna do the solid ermine white. I just think with the cow hood and if I do the scorching down the center, it'll be a little too much going on, look too busy. If I can do it paint matched nice enough, I will repair, or I might take the fender off, put it on the wall, get another passenger fender. Even if I have to try to find an NOS one, put another fender on it, we'll paint it white and repaint the door to fix all the stuff on it. There's also down here where the rocker is peeling a little bit. But once again, it's all stuff that can be fixed. Now the other thing is too, from I guess the fire, you'll see there's a scratch here. It's hard to see it on the camera, but there's also a ding. You'll see, you kind of pick it up there. See where it's running through the side of it? I want to fix that stuff while I'm at it, because otherwise, once again, look at the paint. That's the original lacquer on that quarter. I mean, there's a tiny little place right here. You can barely see it, but I mean, it's just, I want to keep it as close to the way he had it as I can. Other than obviously the cowl hood, because I got to run an air cleaner, because I got too much money in that motor to mess it up. And we'll scoot over here real quick, kind of the engine, give you the taters and biscuits on what's going on here. So yes, it is a 427. It is a 1971 289 4-bolt main block. It is 1971 dated 026 heads. Yes, it does have a 230 intake valve, 188 exhaust. I got wisco forged pistons in it to the tune of 11-1. The heads are milled down from 119, I think, to, it's pretty wild. They're down to 104, 106. So it came out when we did everything about right there at about 11-1 compression. The block had been milled down, just so you can see it extensively. There's a very thick head gasket. Cometic, we got your head gaskets on this bad boy. Let me see what else we got going on. It does have the Extreme Energy 292 roller cam, solid roller in it. It's got the 163 intake. It has a ZL1 L88 69 dated carburetor on it, same way my dad ran it. We have the Cal custom valve covers. We got them all powder coated chrome. We got the alternator on here. We got your deep groove pulley on it. We got aluminum high flow water pump on it. It's got the 7115 crank in it. I think it was 1010. It wasn't turned down too bad. We do have a 4-row aluminum radiator that I got directly off of eBay. Got all that stuff set up. We got the cool can over here, Mr. Gasket, and that's the older one. I did take it and just put the newer one because Dad's had a few dings and dents, and as nice as this car is going to be, had that done. Now, Jet Hot is the one that came out here helping me out. They ended up doing, you'll see the inner fenders, those are gloss black. Now, something I did change, and it's a small little detail. These are supposed to be opposite, but I was so scared to nick them up and damage them, it was easier to do the backside since you wouldn't see it anyway. It does have the eBay 2-inch headers, 2-inch primaries, 3.5-inch collectors. And this is in the small block Chevy mount location. As you see, there's some dent right here. As you see, there's a small little dent here, just so I keep it a little bit farther away from the joint. Otherwise, there's not anything other than just that one tube in there on this side. The other side fits perfectly in the small block mount location. And just to show you it, we've got a solid inch, 3/4 of an inch down there in between it So it all fits really good. We do have the Voltmaster Mallory. We do have the standard. That's this distributor cap. I don't know if you can see it very closely, but it's kind of crazy looking. Looks marbleized. It does have a gold setup. It's still got points in it. We ended up putting the big block heater box on it. And you can hear it in the other videos. I mean, she's pretty wicked. We do also have still some more goodies up front. These are the grill brackets. Hood hinges, I did them black. I just want them shiny. I know they should be phosphate. So we've been working hard on it. Once again, hopefully next couple weeks, try to paint the hood. I'm going to go get them to paint match it with the camera. We're going to try to get it back on, get it white. We ended up needing to, if I can, like I said, hopefully do the fender, hopefully do the door. Once again, I'll probably take his fender off, because to me the history is worth keeping. Just hang it up, just like his hood and the deck lid. That way I have as much of his the way he had it, just hanging out. But we have a lot more planned for this car. And I took it down the road. And I'll be honest, I've had some pretty crazy cars that y'all kept track on the videos so that I'll play. This one, hands down, is the scariest. Like, it burns the tires off first, second, third. I mean, it even burned them down to fourth gear. Like, it's... I've never had anything quite this crazy. She just rolls out really, really nice. And if it wasn't so late, I'd start it up and let it idle for a little bit. But you'll see that in the other video. Keep tuned. If you like what I'm posting, you're going to see some more new stuff soon.